You can cruise any time of the year, but when is the best time to take your next cruise? Ahoy travelers, it's Amy with Cruising from the Ozarks here to help you make your travel experience a success. The best time to take a cruise will depend on several things, including budget, where you want to cruise to, and your schedule. You can cruise to almost anywhere you can imagine that has a coastline. Most itineraries can be cruised year-round, but there are some areas that have seasons, and I don't mean these are the best times to cruise their seasons, but literally you can only cruise during certain months of the year. Places like Alaska, Canada, New England. Let's go over some of the most popular places to visit on a cruise and when. The best time to cruise through the Panama Canal and visit Panama is between October and April. This will be outside the rainy season. January and February are going to give you some of the best deals and cooler temperatures for the area. There are even some great festivals during that time that you might want to check out. One of the most popular places to cruise, especially for U.S. cruisers, is the Caribbean and Bahamas. There's no bad time to cruise this region. Temperatures are great year-round. But if you want to get some good deals, avoid crowds, and the hurricane season, then January and February are the months for you. The temperatures are not too hot, with average temps being in the upper 70s to mid 80s, which is perfect to go out and explore the area on some great excursions. September through November will also yield some great deals on cruises, but you do run the risk of hurricanes disrupting your cruise. We often book cruises to the Caribbean in late January, early February, as well as in the fall. Luckily, we haven't had any issues with storms or hurricanes. If you're ready to take a trip to a land down under, then March through May is a great time to visit Australia and New Zealand. December through February are peak travel times for locals, so sailing starting in March avoids those crowds. You will also avoid the heat of the summer months. While there are more great times to visit Japan than just one, late March through April is going to mean being there for cherry blossom season. Since this is a popular time for tourists to travel to Japan, you're not likely to get any great deals on your cruise fare, but if you are only going to Japan once in your lifetime, you won't want to miss out on this gorgeous sight. One of the most beautiful locations in North America makes for a popular cruise destination, and that is, of course, Alaska. The cruising season for Alaska is April to October. While some will say that June and July are the best months because of the warmer temperatures and longer days, May and September are great choices for those who want to avoid the worst of the summer crowds. May is a great choice. It is part of the dry season, so you are more likely to have clear skies to view all there is to see. If you are wanting to cruise Alaska on a budget, then look at cruises in September as they are usually more affordable. However, you need to be prepared for cooler temps by bringing your coat and lots of layers. If you love fall as much as I do, it is my favorite season, then you will want to book a cruise to New England and Canada in September to see all the gorgeous fall foliage. It's one of my bucket list cruises. Before I began cruising, I had wanted to plan a trip to New England during peak foliage season, but now I'm looking forward to doing so from a cruise ship. A popular destination for those in the UK and Europe is the Mediterranean. Spring, May and June, and fall, September and October, are both good times to book a cruise to the Med. But September and October are going to give you mild temperatures with plenty of sunshine, and you're also going to be able to avoid the worst of the summer holiday crowds because most schools are back in session. There are still 3 more popular itineraries to discuss, but before we do so, if you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something, consider subscribing with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any future posts. Be sure to hit that like button as well. It only takes a second, and doing so helps cruisers like you find us. Most people cruise the Norwegian fjords from April to October, similar to Alaska. But you can cruise during the winter months if you're wanting to explore Norway while it is covered in snow. Beautiful, but not usually what most choose, as it's the fjords that are the main draw for most cruisers. If you're wanting the ideal month to cruise through the fjords, July will give you warm temperatures and plenty of daylight hours. We have a cruise booked to Norway next fall and are going to be setting sail at the end of September, so I am definitely not following my own advice. But we chose to avoid the summer crowds, the kids, as well as book during a time when cruise fares are cheaper. Like I said in the beginning, when you choose to cruise an itinerary will depend on many factors, and our main reason for cruising when we do usually has to do with budget and avoiding cruising with lots of kids.
Why do we have to have all these kids?
If you're wanting to really see Iceland, going in August is going to be a great time because the weather is milder and the days are long. However, if you are going specifically to see the Northern Lights, then you will want to forego the warmer temps as the longer nights of winter give you a better shot at seeing the Northern Lights. September will mean the temps are not too cold, but the nights are longer. If you're ready to brave the Arctic, then December through March will give you the best chance of seeing those lights. And finally, if you're ready to immerse yourself in everything Christmas, then you're going to want to look into a Christmas market river cruise. Taking a river cruise to various European markets in places like Germany and France will definitely get you ready to celebrate Christmas with all the decorations, foods, and local holiday traditions. This is one of my bucket list cruises. Which of these places do you plan on cruising to next? Which are on your bucket list? Comment below. I like to say there are certain cruises on my bucket list, but honestly, they are all on my bucket list. Some are just further up that list. Why not stick around and check out this video and then come back for more information designed to help you have an amazing cruise. Have a blessed week, everyone.